If you're ever wondering how I look when I go to work, this is it.
But you're not dressed like that because you're going to work after.
No, I'm dressed like this because I'm at work right now. This is my
Oh
job.
shit! Because I don't get paid doesn't mean it ain't work.
This
But
is
that
how I
is your
look when I go to
uniform
work.
for the
Yeah.
kitchen? Oh,
Yeah.
word?
We don't
Damn, that's
have
fun.
in I don't know, in San Francisco, in all the restaurants I've worked at, we don't use like a chef coat. We use
Oh.
like the shirts that they look like, you know, when
Oh.
you're in jail and this is a uniform they give you
Okay.
and they don't give you buttons so you don't, I don't know, choke yourself or something like that.
Okay, so they're. Oh, I see. So they're little clips.
The little,
So you've always noticed it because normally what the chefs have one that's a little longer, right?
yeah, and they have like the side buttons and then
Could you
some
could,
people,
could you show us like a classical chef one?
I can show you pictures.
Yeah,
I remember all my
No,
jackets.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to take out my collection.
No.
Of
Like search
chef
one so that
jackets.
people can have a little. Because now that we have, we've enabled the producers to be able to show things on the recording, and as we progress technologically, we want to be able to bring more value. And audio visuals are important because stupid humans react better to images, and we're part of that, group.
Let me see. I have to do
Yeah, do a
bunch
little
of
search.
things.
But I think it's interesting because I would think, okay, why is it that in San Francisco they have this different? And the only way I can think of why this would be is because they feel like it would be patriarchal to have chefs wear something that makes them feel special, when in reality they should be dressed as a normal staff because they're not bigger than, like the waiters. Okay, so this is a classic chef one. It has buttons. It kind of overlaps on the middle. And I think that's one of the main things that is characteristic of a chef. What is this called? A chef shirt? Or how would you call it?
a chef jacket.
A jacket. And then it's long sleeve so that, you don't get any food in your skin and shit. So yours is very different because it's not long sleeve, right?
Correct. Short
Right.
sleeve.
And you don't have that overlapping double button in the middle. Do
Correct.
you know why the double button is there, or is that just more of aesthetics thing?
So my understanding is that it's double-sided like that because if one side gets dirty, you can just change it and then put the clean side that was under on top.
God
And then
damn it, bro.
Damn French people, dog.
That shit is fire. For all the stupid shit French people have created, that's a good one right there.
Yeah, you can say that. And I used to, when I first started in this business, in this world, I used to like my jackets like long sleeve so I can, how do you say it?
Roll it up.
Roll it up. But then it would be very uncomfortable because it would be thick as fuck on here because you're rolling it up. And then once I moved to a different restaurant, they were using the chef jacket but short sleeve, and I'm like, all right, this is more comfortable.
Okay, because
Definitely.
the long sleeve is so that you don't get dirty, but you don't mind as much. That you don't mind.
Well, or the main reason you would use long sleeve is it's well,
To not
one
get
depending
burned.
on the restaurant, and then the other one's to not get burned. But as we've talked before, we've spoken before, a lot of people, still get burned and
They
they
don't
don't know
mind.
how to.
And
Right.
it's also kind of part of like, how like MMA, people that do jiu-jitsu and shit or wrestling, they show their ears with cauliflower ear to sort of show people like, hey, I'm about that life. In your case, I almost feel like chefs want to show the burn arms and bruises and cuts because that lets people know, hey, I'm about that life. I'm in the trenches doing the damn thing. While you're out there fucking drinking martinis and having, $300 caviar plates, I'm back here, sniffing a little cocorino and making your meals.
This is a jacket I bought myself on online the other day. I think it's kind of cute. The jacket,
Okay,
not,
and this is for
not the
your
model.
job as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
I bought it. I bought it because I wanted to be different and I wanted to spend money, I guess.
Okay.
It's kind of cute, right?
No, it's super cute. Now, what makes this different than like a normal dress shirt? Is it thicker?
Does you mean the one that I'm showing you to, for example, the one I have now?
Yeah.
There's no difference other than the color.
Okay. Other than that, it's more expensive because it's supposed to be for chefs.
Well, you'll be surprised how expensive the fucking jackets are.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm thinking what, $100?
The one that I bought or the one that I show you, $80.
$80. And what is different from that in like a normal dress shirt that can cost $25? You think
I don't
it's
know,
like
probably
made
nothing.
out of like real like good cotton so that it's comfortable for many hours and it transpire? I mean, like sell it to me a little bit.
I don't
Justify
know.
the $80, you piece of shit.
I guess it's a brand. Because other than that, I don't see anything much different from it.
Okay, perfect. But at least I love that you're like clear on like even those indulgences. Because other people might like would lie to you and try to like fake themselves. But you're like, no, I mean, I really just paid 4 times more for a shirt
Well,
just because they
I
have a black model wearing it.
just for the just for the simple reason that I wanted to buy a jacket. One, because I don't have one for outside of work. Let's say I have a private event
Oh,
and I gotta
see.
wear my chef jacket. And the other is because most jobs, I would say like 90 to 100% of the jobs I've been, they provide you with jackets. Like this one, it was provided by my former job.
Oh, that's not on your current job.
Well, I wear this one for my current job as well. So
But they also give you ones.
they gave me one. You know what the sad thing is? That they don't have my size. So that's why, or one of the reasons why I bought one of my, this jacket that I just showed you. It's like, all right, they don't have my size. It doesn't seem like they're gonna get my size.
You live
So
in
I'll
San
just bring my
Francisco.
own. Correct.
So I think you need to speak to whatever institution needs to be spoken to because there's a case here of discrimination. Okay? My body, my choice. Just
course.
because you have big bones, okay, and maybe, have a tendency to overeat carbohydrates doesn't mean that now they don't have the right size for you. And then everybody else in the restaurant sees you with a different shirt. And what are they to think? Oh, what's up
Is
with
he more
fucking
special?
little piggy here? We don't have a size? What's going on? Sorry, I'm not trying to insult you, but I'm saying this is what could happen due to this. And California, especially San Francisco, being, the birthplace of DEI and inclusivity stuff. I mean, I see at least a $500,000 lawsuit right now waiting to happen.
Damn, that could solve so many problems right now.
I mean, if you get the
Shit.
right lawyer, no, I mean, it's joking, but that's the world is so crazy that you could do that and probably win.
Ye-
Like
Do you
like
remember-
there's this lady that's like really fat, and she called a Lyft, and the Lyft told her like, "Hey, sorry, no, I can't take you. Like, you need to call like a Lyft XL, like an Uber XL."
Right.
And she filmed this, and I think she's now getting a lawyer, and they're like suing Lyft. I mean, I'm
I
not
had-
saying you're extra large like that, but
I have two missions in life. One, maybe go through with this lawsuit of them not wanting to get me a chef jacket, a chef coat,
right.
and get hit by one of those cars that drive themselves.
Oh shit.
Because if you get hit by those, you can big lawsuit and.
Okay, quick
a lot of
question
things
here. By the way, so like I said, you can do it. You can like even start a movement hashtag My Body's Beautiful Already. But like
Okay.
talking about that lawsuit, with the self-driving vehicle, you get hit by it, you can sue the company, make a lot of money. Let's say there's a situation like that, right? And you somehow are able to know beforehand. You're gonna get $5 million out of this, clean, after taxes. You're keeping $5 million. That's going into your account, Bank of America. All right, 5 mil, 5 milli. You can call it 5 milli. But after the accident, you won't be able to like walk
Forever?
forever. You're gonna be in a wheelchair. Your pipilino works.
Okay. It
PP
still
works.
works. Okay.
Yeah, it works perfectly, and you're perfectly fine everything else, but you can't walk.
Okay.
But you got 5 milli. Is that something you'll sign, or you're just
Damn. I don't want to sign and then become true, and then I'm fucked. For 5 mil, let's do it.
you do it?
Sign me up.
No, be real, be real. You do it?
Damn, I don't know. I don't know. I like walking.
50 million. For 50 million, you can have two Nigerians carry you everywhere.
Like that. Like
Like a
video
king.
of when the people from Ghana, when they passed
Right.
away, they
Oh,
they
yeah,
did the little
right.
dance and shit. Okay,
Look,
but that's
you can
not
get-
into the budget.
You can get two like Samoans from like New Zealand to carry you around and do the haka everywhere you
every
get.
time I go in, sign me up.
50
Just as long
million.
as it's not coming out of my paycheck or
Oh,
my
you mean
50
that's
mil.
included?
It's included in the
All right, that's fine. So 50 million plus
plus the two Samoans,
the two Samoans.
who do the haka every time I
Yeah.
go into a place.
Right, and carry you places, and just so that people don't think like, oh, but that's kind of fucked up. So why you do? Like they're getting paid well. They got medical insurance, dental for them and their family. So
Right.
all right, so you do it.
50 mil and I'll do it. Yeah.
I mean, you got money, so you got like the best electric chair taking you everywhere. You're flying private.
But none of that is coming out of my paycheck.
Right.
Somebody's
Like,
paying for that. My paycheck is being untouched by the medical bills.
right. Everything that has to do with your disability is
It's
not coming from.
government.
It's covered.
Right.
It's not coming.
It's
from your
covered by the
expense.
government.
No. It's covered by like the person that's paying. Like in this hypothetical example, I've already put away about 20 million to take care of all that throughout your life. So don't worry.
All right.
perfect.
I'm
Okay.
down. Damn.
Because there's people that wouldn't do that. They're like, no, fuck it, I wouldn't do that. And then 2 years later, they get hit by a bus and they still can't walk. So if they would have done it, you know what I mean? They would have been good. But they didn't
Shit.
think. Now they can't walk, but they're fucking broke. And you know that's a bad mix.
You don't want to be crippled and
broke.
That's
That's
recipe
not a
for
good.
disaster.
That's not a good mix, man. That's not a good
Damn.
mix. All right.
Damn.
No, that's
Why am I wearing this chef coat? I don't know.
I don't know, but that look that you got right now is kind of it's peculiar because it kind of says in the bottom, right? You're like, I mean business, but at the top you got a baseball cap, which tells me I also like to play around and have fun.
So this, except in this hat, but this is my look for work. Right now, I'm letting my hair grow a little bit, so I'm wearing hats to work
What? But you have
And-
the hat while working.
while working. Yeah,
They allow that.
they allow it.
Oh shit.
I'm wearing a Golden State Warriors hat at work.
I mean, if they allow
Well-
trans people to cook there, like, I'm guessing your hat is not much of an issue.
It's not much of an issue. And
Okay.
while other people who work with me wear like a big, green Mexican hat or a big, green with a big M and a
What's
Mexican,
a Mexican hat?
like
Like a
the
baseball
Mexico,
cap?
Right. Or the fake ones that just says like Mexico, like the
Okay.
ones that you buy at the gas station.
And do they wear that to make it easier for ICE to get them when they come in? Is that more of like a bureaucratic?
I remember my first day at this job, one of the guys was wearing like the Mexico hat.
Uh huh.
And I'm like, dude,
Right.
It's like bright green and red.
Right.
It's like
Read
hard
the
to
room,
miss.
bro. Read
Right?
the room. Blend in. Right. Okay, so
So I wearing this hat, for the Bay Area where I live, and it's also black, and it's the one that I've been using at other
you
kitchens.
wear the
so
same hat all the time.
I have to. I don't wear my hats to work.
What hat is it? Is a hat from the job?
No, from the basketball team, and I
Oh,
wear it to
what
work
team?
once. The Golden State Warriors.
Oh, my bad. Okay, and you wear it every time. Now, is it the
I
case?
don't. Let me just tell you, I don't wear my collection to work.
Oh, so this
They
is like an
think I
extra.
only have one. Right? They think I only have one set of hats.
Well, said
you know.
just one hat.
Just one hat.
And is this because is that a throwaway hat that you didn't like?
It has become a throwaway hat because I have worn it to my other jobs. So now it's like my kitchen hat.
Okay.
But to be
It's still
honest,
valuable.
it's valuable. It was one of my favorite ones. Or it is one of my favorite ones. It's just gotten dirtier,
Right.
and it hurts my soul.
And he has fish fried now. Now, quick question here: is it the case that in the kitchen world, aside from the proclivity, which that's a word, to consume the pecorino romano, is it also normal to wear hats, baseball hats?
Depending on the restaurant.
Okay,
Depending on the restaurant.
like more Michelin star restaurants, they wouldn't allow that.
They wouldn't allow it.
Okay, in this one they allow it because what? It's a little bit more casual.
Casual, yeah. At my other job where they got the Michelin star, I wore hats and I was never told no. Just as long as it's not something like "fuck
Right,
you" or
make
something.
America great again.
Right.
Now, quick thing here. In this job, though, your current job, you actually cook like in an outside kitchen where all the clients see you. So them allowing the hat is still like a bold move. Is it also like them trying to like sort of have you be able to show your identity?
I guess, yeah, because other employees who have been there longer than I have like a restaurant hat, like a hat that was provided by the restaurant. That goes with the color scheme that the restaurant has, and perhaps has the logo in front. And I said, if you guys provide me with one, I'll wear it, so I don't have to wear my fucking nice hats to your kitchen,
Right.
But I haven't been provided such thing. Therefore, I have to keep wearing the same hat.
All right, so at this stage, we have them not providing you with a large enough shirt and not providing you with a state-sanctioned restaurant hat. So now we have two counts for where we can sue these people for discriminatory. And you're of the Latin descent. People can tell by your accent. So this is like, we got like a triple threat here to really screw them over. So I'm just saying, watch out. If you have a restaurant in the Bay Area, get your shit together.
Some pictures I've sent you and that I showed you before, it would be such a sad thing if you guys don't
people
provide
found
me with
out the
jacket
state condition of certain foods at the restaurant.
certain
Right.
things.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. No, we're getting a little dark, and it's okay. We can.
No. We're trying to make it better.
We're trying to
Making this restaurant great again.
make it a restaurant. Okay. Now another thing
By
I've
the
seen in the
way,
kitchen. Yeah.
By the way, these people really hate. These people really hate not the owners because I don't know them, but like the people I work with really hate the movement, the new presidency movement. Like
Word?
such
Trump?
it's like a really hate relationship, not love hate, but just hate relationship.
You mean like
And
they're
it's-
very sad that Trump won?
And very happy that he might have gotten, pew pew a few times in the past.
Oh, straight up.
It's like people are dark in the
Damn.
States.
And they're supposed to be the tolerant people.
True. It's interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit crazy. I mean,
And it's no, I was gonna say it's weird that you talk politics in the restaurant Usually, I've never had to encounter this.
Oh,
Other
you've
than
talked, but you talking with them?
no, I try to stay quiet.
You said, wait,
I
wait.
stay
You're like,
out
fuck
of it.
that.
They're like, this guy's from Florida. We already know how he voted. It's like, what the
Oh,
fuck does that mean, dude?
they said that?
They have said that. They have said that. We know you're from Florida. We know which side you lean in. It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
What the fuck does that mean? I mean, you're correct, but what the fuck? No, I'm not trying to put you out there. No, but
Usually
that's fucked up,
this
right?
topic is not something you talk about, mainly because you have a lot of people who are from outside the United States.
So would you say there's a lot of blue hair people?
Yes, without the blue hair.
Well,
They don't need the blue hair to be known.
And what about the Mexicans? They say that too? Oh, well, because Trump is like with the immigration part. I get it. Okay.
A lot of,
Yeah,
that
I
topic has
feel
come up again.
Yeah.
Some of them are scared that, what's the name of the company who, ICE, I'm guessing?
ICE. Yeah.
Would come to the job and start asking for stuff.
You know what's fucked up is that I think that with a lot of the Latin community, Mexican, Salvadorian, Honduran, in California and stuff, if it wasn't because of the immigration part, they wouldn't agree with the left on anything else. Because they're not about this like super extreme LGBT stuff. They ain't. They're religious. They're conservative in that sense. If anything,
And
they're even like a little bit
homophobic and transphobic.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm speaking for the Latin community in general, right? Like that's, like my friends when they were young and they were coming out, their parents weren't that, happy about it, When they found out we were doing the fuckity on the weekends, they weren't, delighted to hear. So
Wait, you were part of that?
What?
What?
No, I'm not anymore. Damn,
But
that's
yeah,
fucked. So I mean, not to say, not to say whatever it is that you sort of lean towards, but do you feel like in this job, it almost feel like if you don't agree 100% with that side, then if you even speak, you're like a fucking, fascist or some shit.
You racist motherfucker.
Damn, that's fucked,
I
huh?
stay quiet. I not only, let's say I would agree with them, I would still stay quiet. I don't want to have to deal with other people's weird thoughts.
The other day I went to eat cachopo. Are you able to show those pictures?
The racist ones?
No, no, the ones after that. The cachopo pictures, if you can show. So I went Saturday to the center of Madrid, and we went to an Asturian place. So there's this region in Spain called Asturia in the north, where they have amazing, seafood, meats, and they have this platter that's called the cachopo, which is steak that's filled with jamón serrano, serrano ham, and like a type of blue cheese they have is called cabrales, which I think is amazing. And then they bread it all and they fry it, and then they bring it to you. And if you're seeing it through YouTube, then you'll be able to actually see it. But it's insane how good this is. And actually, this one specifically, instead of serrano ham, is made with cecina, which is the same concept of a serrano ham, but with a cow. So serrano ham, you grab the leg of the pork and you let it age, right? In the case of cecina, same concept, but you use the leg of a cow. And you get what I would describe as a little bit stronger taste of a jamón serrano. I think when I brought you here, Chef Maurice, you had this one too, and I don't know if you remember the difference, but I actually prefer this one because it's a little stronger. And then they put it with artichoke and fries. I mean, it's amazing. But anyways, what I was gonna say, what was I gonna say?
I don't know, but you have to explain this picture.
Yeah, the cachopo. Do I look fucking stupid there? Does that look retarded?
It looks like you guys were on a Valentine's Day date.
Yeah, we actually were. I don't like Valentine's Day, and I don't like, but your women always is gonna be pressured because you see social media and shit. So what I said is, look, let's go out on the 15th so that the restaurants aren't packed, and that's what we did. And we had an amazing night, like a little date night. It was pretty cool.
And you dressed up. You had a little haircut. You look cute.
Yeah, I
I would
look
be I
nice,
would be
right?
down to fuck.
All right. DTF. No, but I
Pretty
was going
cute.
with something with
Pretty
this. I was
cute.
talking about like I went to this place to eat, and because before we were talking about right before we are talking about the chefs and
Like a
oh
chopo.
like the Mexicans and
This is what oregano does to you.
this is the oregano. Fuck it, anyways. But yeah, this place is amazing and okay, so you have uniforms now. You got a new little jacket. Do you also think part of the aesthetic of having a kitchen jacket is to also show like, hey, I'm a real chef. I'm about that life. I'm not just here trying to like, cut onions and shit. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know how the little vibe goes. And you're able to share that vibe with your peoples.
I don't know if I don't know if it's a sense of pride because lately a lot of people who don't take pride on their job get to wear one of the chef coats. So if I mean, I feel like it's just something that doesn't get my undershirt dirty, if you know what I mean. Like I'm not super proud of wear it because some of the people I work with are not proud of what they do either. You know, if I was surrounded by people who are super proud of the food they cook and everything they do, then I'll be super proud of wearing it. But you know, a lot has to do with the people that I'm surrounded with. Unfortunately, I have to say it like that. Fuck them peeps.
Damn.
Fuck them.
I do feel that these days it's hard to find somebody that's proud of what they do. Example, when I was a little youngin, right? I mean, people look at me and they still like, oh, damn, you still look young. How old are you? How old are you, Kiko? 25? Close. I'm 35. Don't get your panties wet. I'm kind of married. But, when people ask me like, hey, you look cute as fuck. But I'm not that young. And then I look at the younger generation and I feel that nobody is proud of what they do. When I was a little youngin', I would go deliver pizza and I would do that shit with honor and respect. And even if I didn't get a tip, I tried to get there as fast as I could. We didn't even have GPS. And I tried to bring that pizza hot and ready for you to enjoy, Papa. Sometimes they gave me
John.
5 cents tip. And now you go to places, to like a fast food restaurant or whatever it is, even places that are expensive, and you get certain service from people that are you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like have a little dignity for what you do. Because you know what it is? It's not just that you're representing the company, you're representing yourself in the workforce. Like I've worked for companies that I've hated, but when I'm
Can you
speaking
give
to a
names?
client, huh?
Can
Okay,
you
so
give
let's
out
start.
names?
Okay, so let's start with the last one. This fucking piece of shit. But one thing that I always had, if I'm speaking to a client or I'm helping somebody, I'm there representing myself, and I want that person to see how professional and how ethic I am. If you're hiring, by the way, I'm unemployed right now, so let me know. Hit me up. I am charging a lot. I'm a high value male, so yep, white male with an accent,
White European. What else?
with an
Cute.
accent, and an average size penis.
Okay. Hire me or hire us.
Hire us. Okay, is there experiences in the kitchen that, like for example, you have the jacket. What else? Because like we like to feel romantic about the things that are our hobby. But this is not a hobby. This is your career. But like things that we love. For example, I like music, so I'm like, okay, I have certain speakers that give me certain color when I'm recording. You have the little jacket. We've heard in the past like the knives. Whatever knife you have, that's like your little thing. Is there anything else in the kitchen world that's sort of important in that sense? Like, I don't know, your shoes or something that people take pride in, or even maybe having like a hat. So like you said, some people have their Mexico hat, or what are other little things that people are proud of in the kitchen world?
I think most of the times it has to be the knives. When you have like a good knife or a knife that's sharp, you go and be like, damn, he's taking his job seriously. He doesn't want to cut himself with knives. Um, but yeah, I think knives and looking like your jacket to be clean, your pants to be clean. That I kind of go judging by that side. It's like if you're wearing a dirty apron, for example, that's a red flag for me. I used to work with a guy who used his own apron, like he brought it from home every single day and never washed it. And that was one of the most disgusting shit I've ever seen. So there's no sense of pride in that aspect, I guess. You when you're in the kitchen, you want to look clean. And I guess I don't know. Some people have certain opinions about beards. I love my beard. I
Like
wouldn't.
for
I
example,
wouldn't
they
shave it.
don't require you to put anything to cover it, right?
No, no. And only one job. I told my boss, I'm like, listen, if you're the only person I would shave my beard for, not even my
That
wife,
sounded like a sexual innuendo.
right? Well, maybe
Because you're shaving it to do the
the dirty.
downtown area.
So I told her, I'm like, you're the only person I would shave my beard for. And she laughed and she said, it's not necessary. So, but, I
I
tried.
personally, even though I support freedom of all, if you're a chef, I think that you shouldn't have the beer that you have now.
Right now
I
it's a
think
little.
I think
It's,
the size that I have now, I think is permittable. But I'm sorry, I don't want to attack you, but I do want
no,
to be
no,
honest.
I'm on
Because
board
I've
with
had
you.
my beer like you, and I like to have it like that sometimes because it makes me feel a little bit more man, like I'm a little bear in the wild.
Scruffy,
But I do understand that you do get a lot more hairs that could fall out pubic style.
pubic style. Mm. Yeah, I
So
see
for
it.
that one,
I see it.
so
No, I usually keep it nice and tight,
okay.
usually. But since I'm growing out my hair a little bit, I'm also growing out my beard. But I think this is a call. Like you're calling me out. So
Okay.
today, after we finish recording, I'm definitely going to go and
Do you
trim
have
my
a little
beard.
beard trimmer?
I have a no, I have the machine, the same one that I would use to cut my hair, just
Okay,
to
but that works. That works. You know, a few months back, I bought a beard trimmer because
that
since
you
I
can
don't
use for
go,
balls.
so I was gonna get there. So because I don't go to my barber every 2 weeks, now I go like every month, just because he
Okay.
lives far and I could save a little money, and I'm not, too interested in looking sharp all the time. Although I should maybe so that the podcast blows up. But I was like, let me get a little beard trimmer, and I bought one at a good price, like $17, and it was like an offer because it really costed like 50. So I was like, damn, for sure. And I bought it at like the Best Buy of Spain, right? Boom, boom, I go, I get it. And I've been shaving my face for a minute, and it really works nice. It's good. It has different levels so that you can lower it a bit, but still leave it manly. And then recently, I was like, hey, sometimes, I want to get that downtown section trimmed up. But then I was like, I kind of feel a little odd if I use the same trimmer. And so I went into the website where I got the trimmer, and I'm like, what if I get the same trimmer, which is on sale again, and then I mark it, and that one is just for my panini? Is that the correct choice to make?
Interesting. Interesting choice you made.
I haven't made the choice, but I'm thinking about it.
Ah,
I
you
mean, I
haven't made
haven't
it.
used my face one for down there, but I was like, hey, I kind of need to do it down there. Normally, I would use some razors, but that does bring a little bit of nervousness. And maybe I don't want to go fully shaved, like a 13-year-old boy. Maybe I want to go just a little shadow, enough so that it's not overwhelming, but still leaving it, with a little bit of turf. Like like when you used to go play football on a 7-7 field with turf. So what do you think about that idea?
I don't know about buying another one. You can just wash it, right?
Yeah, but like it's kind of like the my hair consistency in the bottom is not the same at the top. At the top, it's a little bit more like the one you have now, which is still a little bit ballsy. It does look a little bit like ball hair. But at the bottom, it's just a lot more curly, more pubic-esque. So,
I mean, think about it. It's your hair. It's
right.
your sweat. It's your panini.
Right.
So it shouldn't, I mean, you already know you
Okay.
wash it, you put soap on it, you clean it every night. So it should be clean. It
I mean,
should be,
I love the duality that we have here because that's perfect. Like, I want people at home to like really comment on this. What do you think of this? Should there be a different trimmer for your face and for your downtown area, or should you use the same? Because at the end, it is your body, it is your pH, it is your sweat, and it is the same sort of hair follicle. Okay, I like that because we think differently, and sometimes that's how it is. The podcast is not about being always agreeing on everything. It's more about coming together and growing through our differences as well.
I think it goes south when you start sharing it. Let's say your razor you share with your girl.
Okay,
That's when you're like, maybe not.
maybe not.
Maybe not. But if you're sharing it with yourself between your face and your balls, I think you're okay.
Okay.
I feel like if we had comments, a lot of the comments would be like, "Ew, you guys are disgusting."
You are
But
disgusting.
we, because we're a team.
Right. But I had the opposite opinion of this.
I think just as long as you know what you're doing with your ball skis, those are clean.
Okay.
If you wait, if you went running and then you shave your balls with the same,
No, I mean, this
razor
is
as your
all
face,
assuming you're
that's
doing
where-
it. No, you're doing it all clean.
Okay, if it's all clean, I think it's okay.
Okay, how about this? Because I actually, I kind of already know what you're going to say about this. Because this one, I would agree with you. When I'm taking a shower, the same soap that I use in my bolinis is the same soap I use in my face
Same one, of course.
and in my a-hole.
Of course.
And I like to clean that well.
Go deep in there.
Not deep, but I do a little surface level butthole fingering.
How deep do you go? Like
How deep is your love?
nail deep?
No, I go like right in the edge of nail deep. Just
So
enough
just
so I
a
can
tip.
get all the shit in the trim, like in the rim.
Okay.
We can say I
think
do
that's fair.
a little rim check.
That's fair.
I feel like if I go any deeper, I'm like going into
You're gonna enjoy it
worlds
too much.
into worlds that I might not be able to come back from.
Maybe you're gonna start telling your partner to. Unless you already do.
No, I don't. I don't. But I don't have.
I'll
any.
be glad. I'll
I
be
wouldn't have
happy
any,
to do so.
any judgment about it. I don't. People want to do that. That's fine. They call it the ego claw.
You have to go as deep as you think your partner's tongue is gonna go. Even if she or he doesn't go that deep or doesn't
Right.
go in there at all, you still have to. You never know what could happen.
Right.
have
So
to
you
go
just want to
as
sort of
deep as
prepare
that.
yourself.
Right.
So in
Right.
that case, what are you talking about? Like half a finger?
I think so.
Okay.
But like you said before, you might go into places that you don't want to come out
Right.
of.
Right. So it is risky.
It is risky. It might be a double-edged
Especially
sword.
for some of the listeners that might be already sexually curious.
Because we have a ton.
Half a finger could be like the gateway drug to full size
To
black
paradise.
dildos. Right.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, buddy.
But definitely, I think you should go as deep as you think your partner's tongue is going to go.
I think you
Even
should
if
go,
it doesn't go.
as deep as your heart desires and
And
do get
as,
I mean, be
No,
gentle,
it's-
but do get a little risky. Like dare to try.
Hmm.
And sometimes you feel like it won't fit, it will.
oh, it will.
Like if you put enough effort and ambition, it will fit. Okay? All right. So look. So what I'm
Go
trying to
as
say
deep
is
as
the
your heart desires.
same soap for face, bolinos, asshole is fine.
But you always start with the face.
Oh, perfect.
Face
Okay,
first.
so perfect. So right now, let me get my little notepad. I have a
Just so you don't forget.
little notepad.
Okay. Literally,
So, yeah.
little notepad.
I mean, I already follow this. motto. But I think this is a perfect sort of like, what would you call them? 10 Testaments? No, the 10 Commandments, you know.
The commandments.
So you're able to use the same soap for your face, for your body, for your panini, and for your exit hole. And for your feet. But it's a
Okay.
hierarchy. So you
Right.
start with your face.
You have to. There's no other
Then
way
you
around
then
it.
you start with your arms and belly and back. Then you go down to your panini and butthole. Then I go down legs, and then I go down feet. Is that sort of acceptable?
Face, body, underarms,
I kind of a little bit like from top down, kind of.
top down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So face, body, underarms,
Uh-huh.
bolskis, a-hole.
Right? Trim it well, like
Uh,
like you gotta do a little, yeah, yeah. Like imagine like the first time you know finger blasted someone.
That girl in high school.
Right? Barbara, I remember.
Kind of wash it after the bowls. Wash the soap a little bit.
Right,
Clean the
right.
soap.
Clean the soap. How do you clean the
And
soap?
I don't know.
That's a weird one.
And then legs, feet. Okay.
Okay.
That's basically what I do.
And then shampoo
Wash my hands.
at what time?
Wash my hands, and then with
Shampoo.
clean hands, shampoo, beard,
Right.
face again with a shampoo.
All right.
Are you one of those that buy like a 10-in-1 shampoo slash soap?
I'm diversifying a little bit now just because of my girlfriend. So before I used to just buy one thing of like industrial soap that I will use for everything. Now I have one industrial shampoo, just cheap one for $2, a big one. And then I just have this bar soap that's sort of like the classic ones that cost like three bars for like $2. And those work for me. So I use that for the body and then the shampoo for the face. And I am starting to use a special soap for the face, a CeraVe or CeraVe, because my girlfriend started using it. And I'm like, hey, let me start using it now that I'm getting a little bit older. Maybe I want to, keep the cuteness going for a little bit longer.
Damn, I gotta get in that boat.
Yeah, you got.
I know I have.
I-
I know I have the CeraVe in my panel of bathroom stuff.
because of your wife.
Right. But I don't use it because I don't have time for that.
No, use a face one. And you know what other thing I'm starting to use now? Hashtag no homo. Face cream at night. I put a little face cream so that I can get less. Because this is the thing. I don't support Botox and fillers because I think that might fuck up your face when you're older and look like a reptile. But I do support putting a little cream so that you can delay the process of aging. I mean, I'm not saying don't be proud of your aging, but if you can slow it down a bit, like a little bit.
Have I? Is it too homo if
Whoa.
what? If I don't like stuff on my face? Like the soap I could do. I don't like the oiliness or the greasiness that makes some creams feel on your face. I don't like it on my hands. I don't like it on my face.
I know we've talked about this before. You don't like things that are in your body that make you feel like there's a layer of something on it. And I understand it takes a little bit of a acquired taste for it. But I would recommend, now that you still have a nice little baby face and look cute as fuck, you have a nice hairline, it's still looking like you're going to make it. I would recommend starting putting little face cream. I'm pretty sure your girlfriend already has the creams available. Start using them at night, and it's gonna make you're gonna thank me in 10 years so that you don't look like a fucking, moon crater.
Pepperoni face.
I'm even thinking of getting a special cream for my eyelids. Because I'm
Wow.
getting little bag in my eyes, and I don't want to look like a fucking frog when I'm, 50.
Okay. Let me write it down in my notebook of
Yeah, of tips
my little notebook
to die, not so soon.
later.
Yeah, later.
Well, you wrote down the face first situation. Face first, then asshole,
Right.
balls. And now I'll write down, cream for face. But it's weird because my women, with an A.
My women, goddamn.
She has like so many creams. She has a specific bottle of shampoo that costs like $70 and the conditioner, which is another 70. $140 worth of shampoo. Plus a bunch of creams.
And it works?
Of course.
Oh my God. She listens to the podcast, so
It works. It works. She looks young by the fucking minute.
she looks 18. She looks barely legal.
But no, but it's an interesting world where women spend so much money on all this care products. Men like us have a shampoo that's a 15-in-1,
Right.
and we look okay. We're not, so fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're just lucky in the sense that women, it's not that they need more to look better, but their beauty is a lot more valuable than ours, unfortunately for them. And that's just how biology works. We're able to look a little scruffy, a little fucked up, and still kind of get by. Why? Because women are just superior to us and we love them. And thanks to them, we're able to procreate and continue the human race. Without that, imagine. You and me, we have to be like boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean, which I don't mind, we'll have fun, but then you couldn't really fuck. You probably have a hairy asshole. I don't know.
With the same razor that I shave my face, I shave your asshole.
Also, I wanted to get the little trimmer for my downtown area because normally what I do is I use a razor.
For your butt?
No, for my downtown area, like my Bolinskis. And I've had scary moments where I could have gone for like a vein.
True. I've bled, and I've gotten scared a couple times.
Yeah, I've bled too. I didn't want to say, but now that you said it, I bled too.
I mean, it's true though.
Do you think that part of being a man is bleeding from a vein in your balls? Is that part of the welcoming process of being a man?
This is completely unrelated to what we're talking to. But I just found out that Paquita La Del Barrio just died.
Bueno, Paquita La Del Barrio.
Have you heard of it?
Right, she's like a Mexican actress or
singer. Rata de dos patas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for our Mexican audience, she's actually very famous and very emblematic for them. So rest in peace.
She's part of the feminist community.
Oh, really?
She's very like, I don't know. All her songs are like against all the men that have heard her.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe in that case, then maybe we
Fuck her.
Damn, too soon. She died 13 minutes ago, bro. No, but I mean, to be honest, in her time, the feminist movement was actually legit. Because he was in a time where they were like literally getting like fucking beat up and couldn't vote. I would assume. I don't know.
She can vote now.
She can vote
from heaven.
From heaven, right? Which some say is the best vote. Is the holy vote.
Talking about votes, have you seen that movie Conclave?
Oh, is that the one about the popes?
About the popes.
I haven't. Did you like it?
I haven't seen it. But I've heard good things about it.
Okay. I know it was nominated for the Oscars, but of course it didn't win because they gave it all to Amelia Paris, the narco dealer trans. There is a movie I want to watch that's currently on Prime, which is called The Order. It's with Jude Law and this kid, I think is called Nick Nolte. And it's about a true story of like an Aryan Brotherhood, neo-Nazi group that wanted to take over and like sort of rebel against the government in like the 70s or 80s. So I think I'm going to watch it tonight. It's called The Order.
The Order.
So if you watch it, let me know what you think. I think I'm going to watch it after this podcast, to kind of wind down.
Of course. To come down and... I read somewhere that sometimes what we do of watching the documentaries that we like to watch, it's like red flags to people.
Oh, like because us watching. Okay, but like what?
Like enjoying some of the dark documentaries that we watch might be red flags. So it might not be the case for both of us because we're in stable relationships. But if you were to go out on a date and you tell that other person that you enjoy watching all these documentaries, apparently it's raising a bunch of flags.
When you say all these documentaries, you mean like things about crime and murder?
Crime, murder, and cult. It's among
Culty stuff.
Culty.
But would you? I mean, there's an argument to be made that also, if you're into those type of things, which a lot of people are, especially women, by the way, it's a larger percentage of women that are into crime documentaries and shit and series.
Because they want to know how to do it.
Do you think that part of that is us sort of venting through it? Kind of like the idea that we've talked about before of like you being able to go to in a place and destroy things, or like fake, you know, like you're just destroying things to let it out, or you're hitting a punching bag, or like a mannequin that has, you know, your mother-in-law's face.
Oh, I guess that would also bring out some red flags. Right?
right.
Hey, I enjoy. Or for the first date, you're like, hey, let's go to this place where we can just, start hitting stuff with a bat.
What about this one? It's a little bit in the middle. It's a little hybrid. And this is sort of a new thing, a fad that's coming, where you go to a place, have a few beers, and you throw axes at a, bullseye.
A bullseye, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like, it could be a red flag.
If you grab the axe and turn around, that might be a bigger red flag.
Of course, but like just getting invited to that event, would you see that as a red flag?
First date? Maybe, yes. Same as like,
you want to go get some McDonald's to go and go to the cemetery? Red flag?
Not as much. Red flag, but not as much as like, let's go beat up stuff.
If there was a girl back in the day when you were single and ready to mingle, and you met a girl that was kind of like goth, and back in our days, goth was a little hot. Because the goth...
It might still be.
Yeah, it's still okay. Like, it kind of brought, like, Suicide Girl, like, leather skirt, like, oh, I'm kind of hot and weird, and I cut my veins. Right, but, I take Xanax, and I'm down to whatever. I'm DTF. And she's like, hey, I kind of like you. Like, I kind of want to do things with you. The real things, the things that make you, tingle in that side between your Bolinskis and your a-hole. And then she's like, but I have a kink. My kink is I like to get done. I like to get the D in the cemetery. You want to go at night and we do it.
Or getting finger blasted in the cemetery.
Right, but that's not even as appealing as like actually, doing the deed. Is that something you would have done?
If I was 17, 18 and a girl told me that shit, I would definitely fucking do it.
Right? Isn't it crazy? Because back then you didn't care about anything. It was like a
you
dog.
wanted the punani.
Yeah, you wanted the punani, and like you were so unbalanced in your like testosterone at the moment, like that you would just like there could be like, hey, we're gonna go to the morgue, and you're like, say when.
Say less.
Okay. All right. Say less.
I would definitely do it. Fuck that.
Yeah,
18, 19 years old, and you're looking for that promised land, and the promised land is a cemetery. Let's do it.
Right, let's do it. Yeah. If anything, it would have been like, what? That's it? Of course.
I thought you were going to ask for something worse.
Like, I thought you were going to ask me to, like, help you, unalive your grandma, and I would have done it.
Now, if she's like, oh, but I want to do it on top of my granddaddy's,
right, little segment, because I actually want to pay respect to him. Or maybe she's like, because I actually hated him and I want him to fucking... Damn, that's dark.
That is dark. That's when you start rethinking.
Would you still be down?
Of course.
And then once you're doing it on top of the grandpa's grave...
She's like, fuck you, granddad.
Or she starts like doing some like satanic sort of speaking where he's trying to like bring him to life so she can right, she's like, and she's trying to tell him like live, like she wants to, what was the word, to like make his spirit come out, and then he can see her,
What if while
And then
you're doing
she
it,
tells the grandpa, and he's also Latino, so that it hurts more.
he's the fucking beater?
He's an accent, fucking illegal.
What if while you guys are doing the deed, she just takes out a Ouija board to communicate with Granddad?
Right, that's what I'm saying. She's trying to bring him like to.
Right.
Wow, man,
But in
that's
this case,
crazy.
it's like the Ouija board, and you guys are doing it, and that shit is moving. Like,
Right,
keep
she's
going.
moving. And then she starts speaking in tongue.
Like if you were rewinding some Ozzy Osbourne CD from.
And then
the
she starts
80s.
screaming at you like, hit me.
But it's actually the granddad just.
Right, he's a grandpa. Oh shit, that's insane, bro. Okay, I think that puts a nice little bow to the episode because that's fucking dark. If you have a darker story, maybe you had a little wild girlfriend that was fine as fuck, but she was like into really kinky shit and you had to do it.
Do you remember when we went to high school? Mm-hmm. Do you remember there was
Barely.
like a side? Do you remember there was like a side? How do you call it? There was a fuck, like right next to the school. There used to be like an Everglades space. It wasn't big. It was just a little space.
I remember like a
And it was
little
a
garden.
dock.
That's a dock, but it was an Everglades little, with a swamp.
I remember one time I took a girl there, and she said, "Let's go," and it was at night. You could see some of the stars, and she wanted to do it in that place.
And,
She wanted to have some fun there.
And it happened.
It happened. Some stuff happened.
Okay, that's actually pretty gangster because a crocodile could have come out or a gator. In Florida, it's gators, and that's the risk that you take as a young boy trying to go in an adventure for your biology.
When you're that age, you wanna do it anywhere and everywhere.
Right,
A restaurant, let's do it.
right.
In a bathroom.
And you don't have your own place, so you gotta be creative.
Well, one of the least creative ones is the car.
Right.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You have to find a place that's,
A
big
good
enough
one
for the
back
both
in the
of you.
day is going to the beach at night. It's sandy. You
was.
gotta be careful because if sand gets in, then you're in for a horrible night.
Not cool night, right?
Okay. Well, if you have any anecdotes on this, please let us know. We'd love to have you like every week. This episode was literally recorded like a few hours before it came out because we're doing every episode fresh out the kitchen, fresh out the oven. So I hope you enjoy it. Chef Maurice, directly from San Francisco, always bringing that little context from that little free world that I like to call San Francisco. Very, open to any experience. And Chef Maurice, says he's experiencing too, he's loving it over there. And, I'm in Madrid, which you could say is the San Francisco of Europe. And we love you. Keep it real, keep it adventurous, and keep it weird at bed, in the bed.
In the bed.
Okay.
Yeah.